What do we have here? There was just a weird little nodule that I found that had this weird chert inside. It had a white cortex to it that's chalky. There's a crack in there too. But I found it, I heat treated it, and it worked okay. And that was good enough for me. So we're gonna mess around with it just a little bit. Only a little mini nodule. Because like it does work. Some spots it works better than others though. So like you can, and it's got that weird car smell. It's got that weird old engine smell. I don't know what it is. Is it dinosaur farts or something? I don't know. Something in here makes a notable smell whenever I smack it. If I'm able to grand slam this, that'd be cool. Pretty much. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what it is. It's cool. Nice. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? That thing really... I'm sad that I didn't record a video of me initially working on it, because it seriously did start out as just like a little mini nodule. You just saw like one side of it was kind of open, and I didn't know if the chert and stuff inside here, like we're working right now, I didn't know if that went all the way through. So, dang it. So I'm just messing with it. Yeah, really do kind of wish that I would have gotten just a little footage. I think it shows up in my unboxing video for the Iowa cherts. This, I'm classifying this as an Iowa chert. What type? I don't know. Type that works good enough, I suppose. But I think it was in that popping them open video. Could have sworn that I had it in there. Dang. This is kind of the tough thing about working these really small pieces. You gotta hope that you can thin stuff down with some real good strikes, because you do not have any room, like any room for error, unless you want to, you know, dang, significantly compromise. That tried real hard. Hold on. Okay. These are always risky. Risky business, because you just don't have anything to work with. Stuff like the crack that we got in there. Oh, I forgot where it went. Also no good. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Also, working small stuff like this really hurts my hands. And I can't really do these much faster than the other points that I do, because you gotta be delicate with them. I mean, they're small, extra small. Okay, here. All right. Let's see. Make one of those like hand chopper blades. That'd be kind of funny. Make a micro one. What is this? A chopper for ants? Yeah. What was that one show on Discovery, where they had the motorcycles, and that dude who like yelled a lot? I don't know. It was on when I was like really young. It was like part of early 2000s Discovery Channel. I was kind of a Mythbusters kid. Stuff was awesome. First video I ever got to watch was at my grandma's house. She had cable, so it was sick. It was awesome. And first episode I watched of Mythbusters was shooting fish in a barrel. So when they freaking pulled that minigun out, I was like, oh my goodness, this is literally the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I need more of this. And I loved it. Now that I'm an adult with adult money, I've tried to buy episodes of it. I've been looking for a DVD set. I know they released some on DVD, but they're hard to find. And like, I don't rely on streaming services. I really don't watch too much of anything else. I don't even have like a Netflix account. I'm just a bum. I bum off other people for it. But yeah, good show. Good time. Not having a good time with whatever the heck that lumpy lump is. Remember what I said, no lumps. Let's do something dumb. Let's do something really dumb. Let's thin it from the tip. See how much length we can lose. Oh, it did something worse. It didn't do anything. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What? Chief. For real right now? Oh no. Hold on. I think I need to get... Is that straight? It is straight. Get the precision out here. Nah, I popped it off. Some of it, at least. I tell you what, you can concentrate a lot of power in that, like, copper tip. Some materials you just can't use the tool on because it just don't work. You just blow through everything. Come on, baby. This is for all the marbles. You stinker. Don't you dare. Back on my fingernail. Oh, but it worked though. Oh my good gracious. I'm cool. I'm chill. Oh, I'm gonna bleed out. I'm gonna die. This is the end of me. This is my last video. Death by finger strike. What in the world's going on back at this back end? I mean, I've been done. I should really focus. Gotta focus on that. Whoa, no! Come back! Come back here! Get over here! Right here. Is this point gonna win any competitions? No. Is it gonna be a point? That is the goal. That is the goal. I said I wish I would have just captured some of the interesting... Womp womp. It's okay. And I tell you what, I 3D printed this. This is a 3D printed tool. The amount of prototypes I went through for this that just could not handle the forces. A good number. A real good number. Just that flake hitting my finger, that, whew, she's spicy, my goodness. Yeah, this is one of those points where it's just like, I just thought I could, so I did. That was a good one. That was another very good one. What's the Jurassic Park quote? They were so preoccupied with thinking that they could, that they didn't think if they shouldn't, or something. I don't know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You guys have heard it. It's all over the place. We got a new movie coming out too. Yeah, I might just turn this into just like a kind of a little bit of a generic planes triangle, but you know, I don't feel like getting it super mega ultra thin because that just sounds miserable to me. And my finger hurts. I wonder why. I wonder what happened. I think I like accidentally tried to open a pop can wrong or something and like bent my nail back. You know, that happens sometimes. I'm using my super fine tip one because I just need to move this center line up just a little bit because I want to take care of some of the things that are going on up there. I'm going to try to make some instructional videos at some point, kind of giving you all some tips and tricks, or at least from my perspective. There are heaps of teachers out there in the community that do this stuff that are far, 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 far better than I am at it. But I've been told that having something from a different perspective is never a bad thing. So I thought I'd at least provide my perspective on some of this stuff. Let's see here. Okay. Oh boy, I'm sorry if that was all very out of frame. I am horribly sorry if it was. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to this thing. Nice, nice. We're getting her thinner. Still got to do a little bit of trimming with this fine tip one. Still gotta adjust that center line a good bit. It's just not quite there. I just wanna pull it up just a little bit. Allow me to take care of some of the stuff that's going on up there. And I should trim the back up just a little bit too, because see, we got this weird thing going on there. I don't know what that is about. But what I do know is that if we're gonna try to maintain at least a somewhat decent center line, we gotta fix that. Gotta fix that just a little bit. And flaking this way isn't gonna do all too much because we should start thinning some of this out too. But I don't know, do I want to thin out? How much of that do I want to thin out? Because it's still looking pretty okay. Ooh, I broke a chunk off. I mean, honestly, if I found like just this, like a little itty bitty hand blade, oh my goodness. You want to talk about stoked? Oh my goodness, I'd be a happy guy. I'd be, where did my vision? I'd be jolly. I'd grab my belly and laugh in glee. Okay. Speaking of glee, let's try some of this magical stuff. Lovely. Reasonable. I don't like what's going on there. It's got me freaked out a little bit. Okay. It doesn't want to flake in that direction against that stuff right there. It's a little bit different, which is strange to me because usually these tiny nodules are like the purest of pure. You tend to run into issues with big stuff, but that was a big bite. But we're okay. Everybody's okay. Everybody's still on board. We're good. 9 fingers, 8 toes. Sweet. Fantastic. do almost want to leave some of the cortex on the bottom and just make it like a little hand knife, because I've done that before. And it'd be cool, but I feel like that's chickening out, you know? I feel like you guys want to see me make something out of it. I'm still PO'd again that I did not get what it was beforehand, like me getting it down to this point where I could actually do something. Still mad about that. This is still doing pretty darn okay. There's certainly some thick spots. But as far as unhappiness goes, I'm still operating at optimal levels, I'd say. Aside from my finger, you want to ask me how I feel about that? I tell you what, I got a vocabulary of words that YouTube says you can't do that I would enjoy using to describe the sensation that was brought upon me. But no. I'll save that for when I'm not filming. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this like super duper thin. I just don't think I will. I could try, but I don't know. Am I that good yet? Maybe. This is the weird stuff, by the way. Here we go. Stuff that behaves a little weird. Ooh, shoot. I didn't see that there, darn it. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Thank you. Come on. Thank you. And it's still pretty thick in the middle. I might try to shoot a couple more. I'm gonna get the diamond file out actually. I might try and shoot a couple more in there. See what I can do. And still this base is still pretty nasty. Working small pieces like this is like it's like a playground. You gotta find the safe places. Shoot, I actually don't like that I did that. I just made it thin in the middle. And pieces like this can still 100% snap in half with basal strikes like I just did there. I'm all trying to get out of the way now because I just realized that I've put myself in a very scary situation. It's weird around the cortex here. I'm so sorry, this is out of frame. This is probably horribly filmed. It's hard for me to film these little dinky things. Still gotta use force on them too. You can't not use force. Where's the weirdness there? There's something there that needs to get thinned out. Hold on. Scary. This is scary. Sort of did it. That did it. Come on, baby. Okay. All right. Sure. Dumb. Dumb in so many words that I can't use. God. Monumentally idiotic is what that was. My goodness. Shoot. It did make some progress, but that has completely ruined this entire side. So now I'm going to have to narrow it down. I knew that that wasn't going to work, and yet I just did it. I just did it without a care. Why? I don't know. I just thought that it wouldn't do it. Most of the time I've found out that, like, if I think that it's going to do something, like, bad, it'll usually do the bad thing. Like, I've gotten really good at being able to tell, like, oh, I don't want to do that because that's going to be detrimental. But I have, for some reason, I don't know why, I have yet to have developed the ability to say, oh, that's a bad thing. You don't want to do this. I have a problem listening to that for some reason. And then it's just like, oh no, it'll be fine. I can do it. And then she's toast. So why did I not do that? God, I'm so unbelievably mad about that. Because there's no way to get around it. That's just like, oh, it's permanent. Gosh, what was I thinking? Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. That was a big pressure flake. Okay. Good pressure flakes. That makes me happy. Oh my God! God dang it. Whatever. It's fine. No, it's not. Whatever. Okay, I'm just going to pout about it. Well, I was kind of trying to think of what I was going to do there, but now I kind of know. I got an idea for the shape that I'm going to go with. I do need to thin down here pretty bad, like real bad. It's way too thick. Doing okay. Could be better. If I hadn't have made the middle thin, I mean, I might have fixed it by now, but if I hadn't have made the middle thin, I'd be shooting some more thinning flakes with the indirect. But I hate looking at it. I hate looking at that dang mistake. But since I made it thin, I rerun the potential to snapper. And I'm no fan of Rice Krispies, I tell you. Tell you what. Tell you what. I'm looking at it up close right now. I have an idea. I'm going to try to sand it here to shoot it up and around. No idea if it's going to do it though. And it didn't do it! Hit my dang pinky and it didn't do it. Ugh. Rage levels have reached maximum. So now we're just gonna have to pop all that off. All of it off. I'm gonna try to not lose any length. Even though it's really gonna want to. And I bet even though I brought it all the way up to it, it's still not gonna want to flake through it because it has all of the hate in the world concentrated right there. And it's like, no, no, I'm not gonna leave. He's like, oh yeah, yeah. Is that so? Well, sorry if I keep bumping the camera too. I'm also trying to do a couple of them basal thins, but from the side. You can get away with a little bit more from the side. From the base up is what shocks it. That's a good one. That's a really good one too. Okay. Gentle. 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 Okay. Pressure flake that out. I gotta start shaping it just a bit more down near the end there since we brought her all the way in, you know. Also want to make sure that I don't accidentally, I am so sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I think the image stabilization does a pretty good job though, and keeps you all from getting too car sick. Dang. I wish I wouldn't have rounded that off there. Also, there is some weird disproportionate stuff going on this back end here. It is weird. I haven't been paying any attention to it, so it's just kind of gotten wonky. It needs to be thinned. You gotta be careful how you thin it though. I'm gonna use my fine tip to fiddle with that. I'm not gonna do it with this. The fine tip is that purple one. Get off. No way. You did not just put a little itty bitty. See, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to make it like a little bit of a stem ordeal. But since the proportions are goofy, it just looks weird. Why? What is your major malfunction, brother? It's not going to be anything too crazy, but is it going to be a complete point out of some Iowa material? Yes, sirs. Yes, sirs, she will be. It's got to be strategic now. How I do this. There is still just a little bit of wonkiness to her. I'm strategizing right now where exactly I'll be taking myself, because you can pick at these little points just for forever, literally just for forever. It is weirdly thick in there. I want to take a thinning flake down in there, but I'm not sure that I set myself up for that. That went well enough. What is that weirdness? Sorry, I'm just trying to get a good feel for this thing because it's got like, I see the weird the edge of it. Weird. On one side. It's also too high. I need to bring that in just a bit. I need to wrangle them. Just wrangle that. Flatten it out just a bit. Am I going for a specific style? Honestly, not really. It'd be kind of nice too, but like I said, there's some weird stuff going on with this. And I don't like divulging what exactly it is that I'm going to do because the rock will hear me. And then it will do everything in its power to ensure that the road to reaching that goal will be as painful and filled with hardships. And you break off the MF and tip. Oh my good Lord Almighty, I'm gonna throw this thing against the ground as hard as I physically can. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is the worst of the worst. That is horrendous. Oh, hold on, I gotta take this off screen to look at it so I can do some fine detail work so I don't accidentally do that again. I apologize that this is not in frame and that this is kind of some dead air. I can't do it under the camera because it's too cluttered. Dang it. That really... Ay. I tell you what, that makes me mad. That actually, like, really makes me upset. I'm gonna cheat and use my diamond file to straighten up these edges. Because I just can't be bothered to sink any more time into that. In fact, I'm gonna sharpen this up too so that I can get precision work done. Of course, right near the end, right when I was ready to just kind of start working on the base to shape it up, I blow the frickin' tip off. God. Again, this is I'm forced to be doing delicate work here. God, I'm so mad about that. I am so mad. Hold on. I don't want to do it again, so I gotta take it off the... God. You hear me clicking against it? There we go. Okay, we're good. good. Don't. Thank you. Let's see here. Dude, I know how to not blow tips off. Just don't use heat treat. Well, that is true. That tip is still really, really bad looking, but I'm not really gonna tax myself too much with it because I don't want to. Just don't want to. See the bite that took out? How can this not focus close up? See that bite that it took out? No, stop it. Again, gotta bring it off film so I can see what I'm doing. Just I can't do it when I'm looking at it that way. No, I don't even want to make it stem. No, I just want to make it like. Whoa. That looks monumentally crooked. What in the... Is that me? Did I do that? Hold on. I gotta figure out what in the world I'm looking at, because that looks crooked as heck. This side's way too low, I think. That's what it feels like. Ugh. Let me look her over here. Take care of that. Sorry that you're not getting the full story. Yeah, this other one is way too low. That's what I thought. It's way too low and it's not quite... jiving. This will give me the chance to... yeah, thin some of that out. But hopefully not leave copper marks like that. Oh, what a... that was a boneheaded move right there. Scary. Scary, 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 scary. I'm gonna leave that one just like that for now, because I want to try and... God, why is it so wonky? Oh, I gotta pull it off frame again. It's so wonky shaped that it's throwing me off, like, actually. I'm trying to figure out... it's like subtly messed up in all the right areas to like let you know, like, yeah, it looks off. But then as you try to like analyze it and figure out what in the world is off specifically, it's like, whoa. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The base is twisted, so it's like giving it just really weird everything, pretty much. It needs to be thinned really badly, but that's going to throw off the entire profile of the point. So I can't. I think the base is good though, because it's just that twist. And I think the tip's not quite centered right. Yeah, there's some stuff going on here. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I say that I'll take just as long on these little points as I will the big ones. That was an enormous pop out. I'm kind of surprised that worked. The tip is off. Another reason I hate losing the tip. It just throws off everything. And the fact that this one, I should have thinned that out a lot better, but I did not. It's going to make doing anything there really, really hard, but still going to get some nice deep notches on it. Deep enough at least. Enough to make me happy. I'm going to sharpen that up just a little bit. I don't want to go too crazy on it because I don't want to pop it off. My notch rage is about as intense as my tip rage. Nah, tip rage takes the cake. That makes me more angry. I want to do some fancy stuff with the base. Give it like funny feet, but I also don't want to go too crazy with it because I also don't want to break it. It seems to be cooperating though. Just gonna make sure I do it evenly. Happy feet. sharpen it up just a little, and I think we'll call it good. You know what? In fact, I think I'm just going to call it good. And I'm going to sand down a couple of these small spots. It'll just shape it up a little bit more. Kind of helps it a little bit. Cleans it up. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, let me look at it. Let me look at it. One notch is bigger than the other. But we'll call it. So I still wanted to be able to produce something. Can you just zoom in on something for once instead of me getting it like 2 inches away and you freaking out like, oh my goodness, I can't see it, I can't see any of it. Yeah, got it pretty reasonably thin. Don't look at the tip. Oh, it makes me mad, I tell you. I tell you. Yeah. Just a little noodle. Let's see, I better get a thumbnail or something. What's the prettiest side? Yeah, let's stick her on the fingertip. Zoom in a little bit. We got this, boys. This is... Sweet. Whoa! Wide angle. Bring it back. No. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you know, not bad. Not bad at all. Excuse me. Thank you. Not too bad at all. This stuff worked pretty good. I don't know what the focus is just being dumb right now. It worked pretty good, I'd say. Aside from the mistakes that I made on my end, I'd say it's pretty darn alright. Could have thinned that base just a bit more. I just kind of got caught up in working on other stuff. But yeah, this will make a fine addition to the Iowa points. I'm quite happy with it. Interesting stuff too. Yeah. Awesome. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me struggle through that stuff. I'm gonna take another thumbnail photo just in case. Sometimes it's weird and it don't like to work. So I'd rather have a couple instead of run out and not have any. But yeah, no idea what this is. Came from that little mini nodule. But yeah, I'll take it. That's sharp. That is like, that is very, very sharp. If I found this, I would be stoked. I would be so stoked. And this is about on par with thickness for some of the artifacts that I have, so yeah. Nice. Well, there you guys go. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Tune in for what I got planned for next time. Thanks for watching, guys.